Good morning, viewers. Today we are going to talk about something very important, but it is very simple when compared to most of my videos. I am Dr. Thomas Nechupadam from Nechupadam Dental at Cochin, Kerala, India. And today we are going to talk about how to brush the teeth, when to brush the teeth, why you should brush the teeth at that style of doing it. Some people now have moved out not to brush the teeth, but let me tell you, if you are going to have food which is refined, please make sure that you brush your teeth, because in the early stages of mankind, we never used to brush the teeth thanks to eating raw food, so it used to clean the teeth very easily, and we used to use the teeth as an instrument to use, like tearing something and things like that. And but present day man doesn't use it so that much, so we don't have all the mechanical stress on the teeth, or the abrasion on the teeth, or cleaning by natural means. So you have to brush the teeth. And second thing is, when to brush the teeth. See, we are eating a lot of food, and brushing is one way that will clean out all the food which is stuck onto the teeth. So you have to brush after breakfast. Be clear, it is not just after you get up from bed, but after your breakfast, because just after you get from bed, you know, and I know that we are a little drowsy, we are not fully awake, and if you go and stand in front of a mirror and then you start brushing, you don't really think about brushing, you are half asleep, and you might leave some areas of untouched. So make sure that you brush after your breakfast. So it will give you two things. One is an awake mind, second thing is you will be able to remove whatever food which is actually stuck onto the teeth. Some of the naturalists say that it is better to drink and eat without brushing in the morning. Yes, because it helps you some bacteria which is inside the oral cavity, which is good for your stomach, also will get into the stomach. So the normal flora of bacteria which will help you in digestion and things like that, so that also may be added as one of the advantages. But make sure that you brush after breakfast. So second thing is how next when to brush, that is after dinner. Why after dinner? Because after dinner, because you might go for something else after dinner, and then you might once again go to brush just before bed. Just before bed, once again the same problem, you might be drowsy. So make sure that you are brushing just after breakfast, well, after dinner, so that you will be able to clean it much more efficiently. And second thing is, from the time of dinner, that is around, if you are taking a dinner at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that, from that time until you wake up the next day morning, until you have your next breakfast or your cup of coffee in the bed, until that time your teeth will be kept clean. Why you should keep the teeth clean for quite some time is because that is the time when it gets remineralized, where you are having some coke, or you might have some citric this thing, or like lemon or orange, or some of these things are acidic in nature, and it attacks the tooth, and the acids dissolve away the calcium from the tooth, and your own saliva, which has so much of calcium, it can get deposited back into the tooth. That is called as remineralization. That is why we want some rest time for the tooth. That will help you to have a better remineralization of tooth and having a good teeth. So to improve your oral health, you should brush after dinner and after breakfast. So keep this in mind. Now I'll quickly tell you how to brush the teeth. So you take a pea-sized toothpaste onto your brush, and then you use a soft toothbrush. So, and you make sure that you brush for 2 minutes all across. You make sure that every part of the mouth is brushed. And do you use a tongue cleaner? Please don't use it. If at all, if you can use the brush itself to clean, that will be much better. First 2 days you might feel a little bit of gagging, and you can just brush your tongue also, so that you can get a fresh mouth without any bacteria in your mouth. So please make sure that you use. If you are from an area where you don't have enough fluoride in your area, please make sure that you use fluoride. If you are a Caries active mouth, please use fluoridated toothpaste. If you are not in an area where if you are in an area where you have a lot of fluoride, or if you have a history of fluorosis, make sure that you don't use any fluoridated toothpaste. So this is the reason why we have to use or not to use fluoride. If it is a kid which is below 5 years who swallows a lot of fluoridated toothpaste, please don't give it to him. Use a less fluoridated toothpaste. If it is highly active with caries, you have 500 ppm fluoridated toothpaste also for the kids. So make sure that you brush well and keep your teeth really well, so that you can smile well and eat well, because a well maintained tooth makes sure that your food is well digested, and your good smile makes sure that you are confident to face the world. All the best. Have a great smile.